Have you ever had old emotions just bubble up when you least expected it? Have you ever been just having like a perfectly normal day, and then all of a sudden this really tiny thing happens that, bam, it triggers you, and then a wave of emotion comes over you that you didn't expect? Did you know that trying to brush off or shove down your emotions and experiences isn't going to work out for you because they're always going to resurface? Hi, I'm Sage, and I'm a growth coach. Now, the topic today is unexpressed emotions will always rise. So, why is this? Why will old emotions and experiences always bubble back up on us? Well, every experience is an opportunity for learning and growing. This is Earth School. And you've heard me use that term before. Excuse me. The reason I believe we are here is to get better at loving others and being more compassionate, and also growing into better versions of ourselves while we're here. So if you're getting these experiences and maybe they come in the form of something that is super not pleasant and painful, those are still learning experiences. And if we choose to, kind of sweep them under the rug, well, they're going to come creeping back out of the rug at some point. Also, emotions hold energy, and that energy is going to fester in you into health issues, and you're going to feel it in your physical body until you truly deal with them. And growth through experience helps us to constantly level up our knowledge, so that when life hands us something even bigger, we may be equipped to handle it. So here's a couple quotes for you. Unexpressed emotion will never die. They are buried alive and will come forth later in uglier ways. Sigmund Freud. And your intellect may be confused, but your emotions will never lie to you. Roger Ebert. So, a couple questions. On a scale of 1 to 10, how often do you try and brush your emotions or your experiences under the rug? Okay. What's your number really? Now, how could you learn to better process them so that you can actually heal and grow? All right, I've got you. I got a list of 5 today. 5 ways to better process our emotions. Number 1, self-reflection. I talk about this a lot, and that's because we've gotten to a state where our lives are so busy that we just do not choose to take time to actually just be with ourselves and process things. Now, maybe you want to journal or you want to meditate on the situation at hand, and then just give yourself the space to process it. If you're just going to the next thing on the to-do list all the time, you're never going to have time to actually listen to this. Okay, number 2, dig into your past. Why do you think you process emotions the way you do? Is it because that's how your family did it? Is that how you had to behave in an old relationship? You might want to get to the bottom of that. Number 3, take a pause. You don't have to deal with most situations the second they happen. And for some reason, as humans, we think we do. We're like, I have to come up with a solution right now on this. But you don't. Okay? You can really take the time to pause. You can ask the other person for a couple hours to think about it, or to sleep on it overnight and get back to them the next day. And it might catch them off guard, and they might get a look on their face like, I kind of wanted to answer right now. Well, I'm sorry. I'd rather answer from a place where I'm centered and I'm calm and I've thought it through, instead of out of a reaction. And then number 4, ask for help. I don't know who else out there has this problem, But it's hard to ask for help. It really is. I grew up with a life where I really had to and chose to figure out how to handle almost everything on my own. And what that does is it makes you less vulnerable in times that you need to show up as a vulnerable, open person. And asking for help is nothing to be ashamed about. So we need to all practice that, including me. Okay? Next is show yourself some grace. Okay, just remember, we're all just doing the best that we can with what we know right now. So until we do some more self-reflection and we learn a little bit more about ourselves, we just have to give ourselves some grace. All right, circling around. Unexpressed emotions will always rise. So which of these 5 tips could you start using now? All right, here's your intention. I choose to show myself grace when dealing with tough situations. Thanks for joining me today. Ooh, so good to see you. Thanks for going with me. You know, it takes a village. So join me over on my YouTube page, Sage Robinson Miller, and there's hundreds of videos and meditations on there that you can use to grow and to heal. And then also join me on my webpage, growingsagejourney.com, and book a session, and I'll walk you through this process because I got your back. Have a great day, guys. Love ya.